Well, for once the stream. Well, for another time the stream begins when the good song ends. Oh, and another good song is just about to start up. Poo. Anyway, guys, welcome tonight. We're back with some more Fallout 3. We're gonna head back down to Point Lookout and finish up the questing down there. Pretty much last time we did the Dunwich quest. What was it called? The Dark Hearted Black Hall. And unfortunately, I didn't have my mic recording, and we also finished up the pit. So we did that, and I didn't have my mic recording, and I feel so fucked up from that. So tonight I got the mic working. I can see it recording now. It's fucking recording now. So let's hop right into the game immediately. So I don't know who's joining me tonight. I put Peyton and Zig in, but I messaged them, but I haven't gotten back to me, so maybe they will, maybe they won't, who knows. I have no idea. So let's continue from where we left off over by the... Hey, welcome, Peyton.
It's time to play some Point Lookout.
Oh, totally. In my badass armor, I gotta prepare it though, so that's why I gotta visit Moira first. Anyway, last time I was going into a lot of like lore details with the Dunwich stuff, and my mic was off until like the last 40 minutes of the stream.
Alright.
Huh. Did you know
You were there for a Peyton and you laughed your ass off.
Yeah. I did.
Exactly. You did not help in the situation.
Well, I mean, what could I have done?
I have no idea.
Exactly. All I could do was laugh. All I could do was
Maybe you could have told me that the mic was off.
I didn't realize it was off because I have my music, I have the actual audio of the stream muted to like avoid like the playback loops. Because it's obnoxious. I check the audio if I want to see like how much stream delay there is, but like other than that, I keep it muted.
Obnoxygen. So you're saying the audio gives off obnoxygen.
Obnoxygen.
So you're a Y wolf, Peyton?
Obnoxygen survivor.
So Peyton, what you're saying is you're a Y wolf, not a werewolf. You die when exposed to obnoxygen. No, Peyton, you give off obnoxygen.
That was a pretty clever episode, I'll give him that.
Obnoxygen! Who's the greater evil, Donnie or the Y wolves?
Oh, Donnie was the guy with like the pants, right?
He was the... Yeah.
Welcome.
Gotta get pants, go get your pants button, fly.
Maggot.
So what should we do now? Should we do this antique land, or should we do the Herzog mine quest? Which you would think would go with this antique land. Peyton, I'm giving you free reign of what I do right now. What should I do?
Why? What? That's a terrible idea. Don't do that.
What do I do, Lord?
Destroy the child. Corrupt them all. Give me a minute. Alright, stream started about 5 minutes ago. Give me a minute.
Uh-oh, intervention.
Excuse the noise. I got you. What's not moving? Okay, so you're on the docks. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm giving you the choice. Do I do this antique land, or I go to the Herzog mine?
What does a Herzog mine do?
We have to deal with a ghost.
That sounds like fun. Let's do that.
Alright, so we'll go to the Herzog mine. Well, this antique land, we have to go underground. So where is the Herzog mine? Over that way on that landmass. Alright, so it's near the Ark and Dove. Man, it feels good to finally be playing. Like, it always feels good to play the games that we stream. Ah, man, the sounds of the farting land. It's beautiful. Take all this good shit. Now watch, one of those fucking guys are gonna turn up any moment now. Now that I raided one of their little camps. Honestly though, I never knew that the scavengers, whatever the hell they're called, the what the fuck are they called? Mercenaries or whatever they are. No, they're not mercenaries. They're smugglers, smugglers. There we go.
What about them?
I'm surprised I never noticed that there were they had little camps hidden around everywhere.
Oh, yeah?
Whenever I played this game before, but I guess it's because the circumstance of exploring places a little more has gotten me to find it. Because I never really... How do I put this? Whenever I got to Point Lookout, I tried to get from point A to point B as fast as possible.
Alright.
So I never really stuck around for long, you know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
tried to, like, explore the overworld extremely thoroughly. Because the enemies here can fuck you up bad. Anyway, but talk about conversations a while back where I brought up life imitating art and or art imitating life. Well, the world's gone crazy and it ain't what it used to be.
You know, the game's gone crazy and it ain't safe on the street.
Oh, I'd argue it's safe on the streets. I'd say that it's just people are dumb about, like, the coronavirus going on. I went grocery shopping earlier today and it was fucking hell. You ever felt like making hamburgers and none of the grocery stores you go to have meat?
Hey, Nick, I wanna send you a picture, okay?
Okay.
Give me a minute. Oh, does it not let me insert the picture itself? Here, let me copy the image.
We are Herzog mine.
Look over there, just frozen. Is that not the most horrifying thing you've ever seen?
Let's see what this is. Oh god. I am waiting with bated breath. What is this? Remember nukes before flukes? What?
It's a nuclear ops team, and that's a security guard in the doorway.
What?
They don't see him yet. Look. It's just darkness.
Is that
It's like a giant security officer peering.
Is that supposed to be like the Yule Man?
It's supposed to be like No Russian from Modern Warfare.
Oh my god. Peyton, did you hear the ghost?
It's amazing, isn't it?
Peyton, did you hear the ghost?
Where's the ghost? Is it the skeleton? Is the skeleton the ghost?
No. You didn't hear him?
I have my audio off, remember?
Alright, right.
I just told you that, Nick. I just told you. When will you learn that your actions have consequences?
The ghost just did something.
He did it.
There's a ton of skeletons. None of the skeletons are the ghost, unfortunately. Uh-oh, I hear something down the way. A weem away, a weem away. Oh yeah, by the way, so this chuckle nut joined. This chuckle nut, so I'm finally wearing a shirt that I got on Friday. Then I told him about it, like, no, Saturday. I told him about it, and he came up with the he said, like, ow, fuck, stupid bright flash of light in the. Oh, he set up a. Oh shit. I hate this game sometimes.
Why do you hate it?
I don't hate it. I'm just saying I hate it sometimes when it does some bullshit like that.
You hate it, you just hate it sometimes. So you do hate it.
No, I like it a lot.
I just said that you hated it.
Because not every game is perfect. What the hell?
Yeah,
Well, he did. Anyway, so I got a new shirt on Saturday, right?
Alright.
It's got, well, Peyton, you know about it. I'm telling the audience what happened with it. So I show Peyton. He's very happy I got the shirt. But then he's just worried that someone's gonna bother me about it. It's got my character on it, right?
Hey,
that you see
man.
he said, and I quote, like, it's like, oh, you're in college, like, what's someone gonna do, like, take your lunch money? He comes up with a fucking beautiful quote of, give me your lunch money, pony man. Fucking reminded me of that, whatchamacallit, what the hell is that show, regular show skit. Well, not even skit, it's just like the joke where Rigby graduates high school and he's coming down in the banana suit and he runs someone over. Inspire us, banana man. Fucking beautiful. But yeah, like, I went out shopping today, and it was like the fucking world ended, right? I had the best time shopping, and that's right, he's like, I had the best time shopping. All I did was, like, make stupid jokes about, like, running out of supplies, everything like that, and the cool part about it was, I had a stupid conversation with someone about, like, drinking. I said, all the milk and the probiotic yogurt's gone that keeps bacteria and shit alive, right, inside your body. Yet the alcohol that kills bacteria, there's still a ton of it.
I mean, get out of here, mister. Aren't you afraid the ghost will get you?
Got the crap, kid. The light show isn't scaring anybody. Ghost, where? We better get out of here.
Scram. If he looks you in the eyes, the brain will melt.
The traps and noises, that was all you?
So what if it was? I bagged meaner than you, and I'll do
were
it
at,
again.
A King Cullen local chain, and they had no fucking, like, stuff. They had a ton of booze. They had a ton of booze that no one bought, and I'm like, booze is what alcohol is what kills bacteria, but no, we need the milk, we need our yogurt that's gonna keep bacteria and viruses and shit inside of us alive. Settle down, I'm not gonna hurt you.
Well...
So about yourself, Kenny.
I bet I can burp louder.
Well, where are your parents?
I don't know. I ran away a long time.
Why'd you run away?
I wasn't born right. Mama hid me in the basement, and Pappy kinda just forgot about me. But I knew I had to go.
And it's not fun when you have to go between 2 grocery stores to buy supplies to make hamburgers.
Hamburger.
No. We went to one local place. It was just a local grocery store. We got our meat. We went back to that. We needed to get something from the other local place. And they had everything but the chopped meat. But we still needed stuff we got at the other local place, too. What do you mean, born right?
Me. I don't get the marks. I go around the wets and folk will shoot at me, thinking I was one of your type. I already told you. I got bored.
And whatchamacallit. So now now we're doing the stream and I'm home and I got my new shirt on.
Except when they have a camp.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep. Tell me more about yourself, Kenny.
This one time, I'm pretty sure I moved to...
Let's talk about other stuff. Tell me about the mine.
Old man Herzog's mine hole isn't much, but it's home. He was a mean old man. Owned this mine 1,000,000 years ago. Made the miners work real hard. And didn't... One day, a bunch of miners sat down and just stopped working. Old man Herzog, so he blew them all up. No one wanted to work on the mine after that. Then old Herzog, they say his angry ghost still haunts the mine.
Why are you hiding down here?
Swamp folk know old Herzog's mine hole say it's haunted. So I knew most folk wouldn't want it this way, except outsiders like. Doesn't usually take more than a clapper jaw and a leg. I go out to play some days, and might bag me a shellman to eat. Most days, I just sit here with my stories and toys.
Bag him a shellman, so he's talking about the Mirelurks. But yeah, I'm a little pissed off though, because last time I played this, my mic was off, and I was going really into lore about like the Ugqual shit. And I really don't want to repeat myself here, because we're not doing anything related to it. Let's just say there's a lot of stuff, and it's really cool shit that everybody fucking missed, because for some reason, it didn't want to register my thing turning on. I don't understand it, but okay.
I don't know, mister. You didn't try to kill me. I used to have Kenny Bear around, but he fell down the big shaft back there. It's too scary for me. I don't go back there much. It's real dark.
Alright, so let's go find this kid's bear, and then we can crash here. But yeah, so pretty much it was like stepping into Fallout when you go into the whatchamacallit, Super Duper Mart. Everything, all the paper towels gone, all the meat gone, all of the fucking like. It's really it really is stupid. It's nothing but hoarding supplies that you don't need. And now, like, oh, all the movie theaters are closed. It really is dumb. It's like, oh, we have to control the spread. Alright, you really want to control the spread? You really want to control the spread of the virus? Simple.
Wash your fucking hands.
Wash your hands, right? Wash your hands and your face. And if you really need to stop it, where's the biggest point of infection? Cut the chain. I guess cut the chain there. Maybe, I don't know. Clue. Like, why are we still like cavemen? Please tell me. We've evolved for like, you know, hundreds of thousands of years, almost over millions of years too. If you go back to our first fucking ancestors, the single cell organism in the primordial soup. Like, we evolved from that, and we're still fucking stupid. I don't get it. I do not understand. Zig, you got any ideas?
If I did, I'll be shouting in the fucking streets right now.
Shouting in the streets?
Yep.
I can see the teddy bear right down there. And, yep, Mirelurks. Mirelurks and Swamplurks. Oh, fucking boy. Anyway. The problem I have is just, like, ridiculous. But it does make good joke fodder. Because, guess, so... I did bring up, like, because, like I said, everybody's hoarding this stuff that doesn't really matter. It's like, ain't there like a shortage of like rubbing alcohol? Why not just take like the cheap booze they have at like grocery stores or whatever, right? Like cooking wine and shit. Like cooking wines, all like the other weird cheap booze that certain grocery stores have, and just, you know, take that, use that for your rubbing fucking alcohol. It's better than taking probiotic yogurt. It's almost as if people believe the first thing they hear. It's just very fucking awkward, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Challenge your preconceived notions, people. Please be thinkers. Don't be non-thinkers. Booyah. But yeah, otherwise, how was your guys' days?
Not bad. Did a stream with Johnny Galaxy earlier today.
How'd it go?
Went pretty well. We did Surgeon Simulator.
Hmm.
Yes.
I know about the game. I don't know what to say about it. It's not my type of thing.
Oh, okay.
Yep. There we go. We got the bear. Let's get the fuck out of here. But yeah, I had a decent day. I went for a couple bike rides. I wore my new shirt. Feels good. Feels good, yeah. Now we're just kind of like in the slog here, just doing like finishing up the last like 3 quests of Point Lookout.
The swamp thing?
Yep.
Yeah, Point Lookout.
I think we're honestly almost done with Fallout 3.
There ain't anything else to do?
Broken Steel, Mothership Zeta.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually I got one big issue though with something. So Fallout 4
What's
has so many mods, right?
Mm-hmm.
Problem? There's a
Hiya.
problem.
Hi, did you want something?
Here's your bear.
Kenny Bear! You're the So hey, you can use this place at...
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyway. So... Alright. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so Fallout 4 has a ton of mods. However, there's a ton of mods that bring in weapons from previous games in, right? Now,
Yeah.
problem is, there's mods that they don't bring in all the weapons in from previous games. So, now, in Fallout 4, I'm surprised that no one's made a mod for a Chinese pistol. There is one, but you need a separate mod, and then you need 2 separate mods. One mod has to be a Mauser pistol, and then the second mod converts it into a Chinese pistol from Fallout 3.
Mm-hmm.
Me just wanting to play. Why is this the only Chinese pistol mod? I don't understand it. Like, and there's like a ton of really good ones too, like the military super sledge, the 10mm SMG, like, you know, a great ton of mods that can, like, you know, be all these cool weapons, and then it's just like, oh. Then we got that. It's just like, okay. You're taking an ocean of mods. Someone would make one, but nah. I don't get it. I don't understand, and I know it's like, you know, it's mod maker's jurisdiction and everything like that. Understandable. It's just it's like, I'm surprised that no one's made one. Like, that's a complete you know, custom mesh and texture, everything like that. Nothing conversion for separate mods and shit. Well, that was Herzog Mine, very short. No ghost hauntings, everything like that. So nothing like the Dunwich building. Now whenever I think of the Dunwich building, I'm like, God damn it. So, wrecked sea tub, coastal. Oh, wait, what? Oh wait. Oh right, yeah. Right. I know what that is now. So see if that enters there. So we gotta go near the turtle dove detention camp. So we're gonna do the final quest in a moment. I just want to grab like one thing that we're missing in general here.
Okay.
I forgot to grab it back. Well, I went looking for it, but I never found it. So let's see where this is. Where is it? Cross the sweet yellow sign near the road, which is visible. Okay. Well, I'll let them fight amongst themselves. I don't need to deal with that shit right now. And oh god, swamp pools.
Oh shit.
Fucking swamp zombies coming running out of the woods. Alright, so south. Basically, if you were here for the first, I'm gonna say it just this once. The level of detail I went in on, like my commentary with all that Dunwich stuff back in last stream with this, it was on the level of if you joined me for the first Point Lookout stream. I went into like I went into a bit of like conjecture, fan theory, talking about all sorts of. It was really good, and it kind of sucks that you got to take my word for it because you can't hear it. Peyton was there, but I don't know if he was paying attention to what I was saying at all. What? No, back the last stream.
What about it?
I was saying that I wish I could say, I wish that I didn't have to say you have to take my word for it that the commentary was good last stream of this, but you couldn't hear it because the mic didn't turn on. And I said Peyton probably wasn't paying attention, so he can't even speak. He can't even like say I don't even have like a person to vouch for it. Back to the sign. The west. Oh, here we go. Here it is. We just
toy knife?
Yeah. And it looks exactly like a regular kitchen knife. I honestly wonder what a custom mesh for this would, like what a custom texture for this would be. And here's an example, another unique weapon, the ritual knife. Has no custom mesh or texture. It's just a regular knife. That's the thing about Fallout 3 is that none of the uniques had custom meshes or textures, which is unfortunate. Also, we're going to be exploring over there in a minute because we got to go over to the USS Osmandius. Anyway, earlier today I actually released a YouTube video talking about and I know I talked about Metroid before. You know what, there's going to be a bit of a lengthy topic that I wanted to talk about because it's cool, and it has to do with Smash Brothers and the Metroid series as a whole. But I'll save that for a little bit in a moment because I want to talk about one other thing tonight, and I didn't want to didn't want to like it. So, you know, I've been watching Beastars.
Yeah.
So I reluctantly had to watch it, like, subbed. Bish emergency mission parameters.
Okay.
Bish emergency. And because of that, I wasn't able to, you know, watch it subbed, and the voice actors are very okay, right? Now, it's just it's typical your typical anime character voices, right, in the Japanese dub. And like,
Yeah.
same thing goes for the English dub as well, because I finally got to watch the English dub on Netflix. And
I still can't believe they got Laura Jo Miller to play the bunny.
I'm like, what? When I heard that voice, I'm like, this sounds so fucking familiar. And then I'm like, you're kidding me, right? But the thing is, though, I was watching it, and I'm just like, half of the characters' voices don't mix with how they look. Like, a lot of them really don't... How do I put this? A lot of them just literally do sound like anime, like your stereotypical English anime character voice. Like, they don't play with the fact that they're animals at all with, like, their voices and shit. I'm not even trying to say that and be like, ha ha ha, like, let's give Legoshi a Scooby-Doo voice or anything like that, right? I'm saying, like, oh, let's do, like, oh, we have the tiger, right? How do you think a tiger would sound? You know, maybe deep voice, little gruff, maybe a little, like a deep...
First thing that pops into my head is like Tony the Tiger, like, they're great!
Yeah, right? Like, some sort of thing like that. And,
Yeah.
and then you want to know what he sounds like? He sounds like your typical anime secondary character. And the guy is sort of plot relevant near the beginning. It's just kind of like, well, this is taking me out of the experience.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want to look at this ritual site. I still feel bad about last stream. I want to get Point Lookout over with so I can never come back here again.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna live that stream down. But back on topic. I really am. I feel so fucking bad. Oh my god. I might just record a whole separate video related to it and just fucking do the lost lore of that shit, just to cleanse my sins of that fucking stream. The sins of slobs refusing to download. But anyway, point is that, like, he's, you know, the characters sound like most of the characters sound okay. Others sound, why would they go with that voice? You know, it's like weird.
Yeah, I'm looking at the voice cast right now.
The Anteater sounds pretty good. Like, he sounds kind of like how I would have imagined him to sound when I read the manga. And then, so the Anteater sounds pretty good. I forgot the female wolf's name. She sounds decent too in the English dub. It's like, I don't know. The sky's, you know, with an English voice cast, the sky's the limit. You know what I mean? You could have all sorts of, like, cool accents that aren't, like, you know, that don't change up a phrase or anything like that. It's just like... Like, what the hell was it? The Kanza dialect or whatever. I forgot what the hell that was in... You know, the one in Japan where the person just says Dengar at the end of every sentence.
Yeah, I know. I think I know what you're talking about.
It's like Kanzai dialect or some shit like that, right? Like, it's...
Yeah.
Like, it's not like that where if you're not from Japan, you'll scratch your head like, what? You know? Like, it's the reason why a lot of Japanese characters get, like, weird accents when they're brought over here. It's because, it's to translate their, air quotes, accent, you know? Like, Joey Whelan is,
And his Brooklyn accent, you know?
Yeah, Brooklyn. And like, whatchamacallit. Case Closed also did it too with, what's his name? The I can't even remember his fucking name at the moment because I'm trying to concentrate on the game and topic. But yeah, like in the dub and in the manga print, right? He talks like he's got that sort of accent too, the Brooklyn accent as well. And he's just supposed to be I think he's supposed to be like from another like sect of Japan or whatever. So he's got like of course the dialect's gonna be different.
Hey guys, what would Thanos call the Infinity Gauntlet if he had accidentally snapped himself?
Huh.
He'd call it the Thanos.
That was terrible.
Thanos now vamoose.
Get it? Thanos snap.
God damn it. But yeah, like the big, yeah, like so Beastars. It's got good voice kiss. I still can't unhear the Rabbit's voice actress. I'm like,
I know, cause she just has like that one voice.
That one voice is in her. That's a lot. There's a lot of voices though. That's a lot of.
Yeah.
Actors. It's like
take for example
like you know Nigel Uno's voice actor how he did Joseph Joestar, right?
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm still able to separate Joseph Joestar from Nigel Uno because Joseph's a little more over the top.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
like he plays around with it more. Like he played around with it more there because I think Joseph as a character can allow for that sort of thing. Nigel is a little more like serious, but he's forced into like situations that make him a punchline and stuff like that. So like the accent, like the sort of voice plays off of. Now that it doesn't play off of Nigel, but it's different. Like the way Joseph has the voice is different, a lot, very so from like Nigel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you.
Then I can tell them apart. The problem is, is that like I remember the Rabbit's voice actress or something, and I can't remember I can't remember one of the characters that she voiced. And it's a pain.
She voiced Jennifer Lee.
Oh my god! I fucking knew it.
Yeah. However, I also remember her as Kari from Digimon.
Didn't she also do like a southern drawl for like one character? For like a character, and it was like literally the same voice, just had a bit of a drawl to it,
Yeah. Yeah, but I forget which show that was from.
Cause that was a default voice I used for something. That was like the sort of default voice I used for something I read one time ago, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't escape this voice now, can I?
Oh wait, no, I know what you're thinking of. Yeah, she was also in that one fucking.
I like your plasma rifle.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
What the fuck?
Jump scare.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, I had something go down the wrong pipe.
Let's go down this
I
excavated
just
muck
hit
hole.
some water.
Water would be nice.
Music make you lose control.
let's see what's over here while Zeg comes back. And his infinite knowledge of the pop culture. Sorry, just needed some water.
Hi, I'm back.
Got a physical when I'm rapping, 6 infinity gems when I'm packing.
Flooded sinkhole. So you remember who? You remember what I was referring to?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
So who is it?
I'm gonna type out the show to you because I'm too embarrassed to.
Oh boy. There's gonna be some shit I probably watched when I was like in first grade at like night or some shit like that.
Probably. Yeah, I just sent you
I
sent you a message on Discord.
Let's see. Oh my god! Oh my fucking god, right, it was fucking Wow Wow Wubsy.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that was on in the middle of the fucking night. For some ungodly reason.
For some ungodly reason.
And then I think she also voiced whatchamacallit, Koma-san in Yokai Watch.
Did she?
I think. I don't know. But I think. Because Koma-san has a very similar voice. Oh my swirls! Oh my lost friend, who cares for him? Ah, home is what he so needs. That fucking show song was good, but yeah, like the voice cast of Beastars is weird.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for those who might be wondering why was I watching it subbed when I prefer dub, I'm gonna explain to you. I'm gonna explain it like this. Let's just say I've been so starved as of recent. With all the shit that's been going on, I've been so starved of content. I just said, fuck it, I'll bite the bullet. I'm waiting for it to come out on Netflix to watch it dub, but I'm gonna watch it now, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you
might
mean.
as well. I'm surprised that wasn't Sloth Love Chunk.
Rock and roll.
Baby Ruth. Sloth Love Chunk, Sloth Love Chunk. Hey, you guys. Of course. Anyway, on to the Metroid topic. So I released a video earlier today that was talking about Metroid in Smash Bros. And shit, right? And oh my god.
Holy shit. shit.
And so I did it by like showing off the amiibos. And now I know the truth behind Metroid in like Metroid and its popularity. Where did they get a Deathclaw hand, I wonder?
Oh, I'm sure it's probably easy to find
Black
out.
market stuff? I'm not really sure.
There's no Deathclaws in Point Lookout. Well, they could have bought it off of Tobar. I think that he's not like a I don't think they consider him a foreigner, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there was somehow a Deathclaw in Point Lookout.
It's possible one wandered in.
That's metal enough.
Oh my god, the sound of the shotgun. But yeah, like, so what I was saying was, so Metroid is not very popular in Japan.
Why?
Really?
Surprisingly, yeah, right? It's very popular over here, which is why that game gets very few releases, and why it's not the most. Surprisingly, every other Nintendo game, for the most part, is popular both here and Japan. Now, that factored in with the creator of Metroid dying.
Well, yeah, he died in a car accident.
Yeah, after releasing the Virtual Boy, which he claimed was his biggest failure.
Well, nah, not. Well, yeah, it was his biggest failure, but at that point he left Nintendo and worked for Bandai and worked on the Wonder Swan and everything like that.
Yeah. The thing is, though,
So.
you know, he just wasn't with Nintendo in the future due to both death, not working with them, and like other things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, now, once again, like a game series that only caters to a niche market, and like it only caters to a niche market, and you know, its creators kind of not with us anymore, unfortunately. Understandable why the game series doesn't get that much worked on. Now, you could say give it the Kirby treatment, where HAL Laboratories is completely separate from Matsuhiro Sakurai, which technically they could do, but here's the thing. Now, Kirby is very lucid, if you will, right? You can have a lot of things happen in it that won't break the Kirby mold, because Kirby, as much, you know, Kirby's malleable, right? He's like, how he can do anything, the plot of Kirby can do anything, right? Now, here's the thing. Metroid is, while it's not hard sci-fi, it's still sci-fi. So there needs to be some point of, like, you know, when does this get, like, stupid ridiculous? You know what I mean? So they're already playing with fire, right? When it comes to Metroid, they're already kind of playing fire. Creator's not around. It's hard to develop for a sci-fi series that that's you know, only for a niche market and other shit like that. Now, I'm a fan of Metroid, right? But I'm not like your typical Metroid fan, though. I do not suck Super Metroid's dick. It took me a long time to play Super Metroid, and while I do think it's a good game, it's a flawed game.
I played Metroid Prime and I love it.
Oh no, Metroid Prime's a good game, but it also has its flaws, right? Now, here's the thing. While I can agree, Metroid, like Super Metroid, is a good game, it ain't the best game in the fucking series. Oh, but what are you talking about?
What do you think that title goes to?
Honestly, I have a choice between two. Prime, it would eat and here. This is gonna be the most heretical point of view, but I'm not afraid of sharing my opinion. I would say the best Metroid games are, like, my closest choice between these two.
Played,
Metroid Prime 3. Metroid Prime 3 and Metroid Fusion. I could hear the collective screams of Metroid fans everywhere.
I think you overestimate Metroid, even Metroid fans, probably.
No, a lot of them actually pretty much do care. A lot of them actually pretty do care about what people view as the best game. There have been people.
Why?
Because people want to be elitist for no reason, Peyton.
I have a lot of things that I'm a fan of, and I could really not give that much of a shit what people like or don't like.
But Peyton, that's you. That's the thing. You're pretty damn chill about stuff. There's a lot of people, unfortunately, in this world who aren't chill about stuff. We call them radicals.
I mean, obviously there are things that I'm not chill about, but I don't know, like fiction, works of fiction, and just things I'm passionate. Like I'm chill about stuff like that, though. I'm not chill about justice, though. 'Cause justice, that's my shit.
But
I'll fucking fight someone over justice. So don't even try it.
That's the thing, though. You even so, you still have stuff that you'll fight tooth and nail over. Well, am I gonna make? Yeah, I have stuff.
Like we shouldn't try to make things right. We should just let things go for convenience. No, I'm gonna fucking fight you over that.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean, though? Like that's your thing, and that's understandable.
Law enforcement officers are really good at holding grudges.
Anyway, back to the conversation. There, back to the topic of choice. Yeah, like while there are people who are pretty chill about stuff, right? There are people who aren't, and that's a lot of the Metroid fans, unfortunately. I honestly consider, like, I have a triforce of bad Nintendo. Oh my fucking god! All these guys. I have a triforce of bad, like, Nintendo
fandoms.
Yeah, and the Metroid fandom is on that triforce along with the Zelda fandom and the Star Fox fandom.
I think the Zelda fandom's that bad.
They're not. No, they're not that bad. But the Metroid and Star Fox are much worse. While there's a lot of chill people in the Metroid fandom, there's a lot of people who like have like this weird heretical, like my point of view is better than your point of view. This isn't canon because I say so. This isn't canon to me. Yeah, right. Now, once again, there's a lot more chill people in the Zelda fandom, especially now, than there was. So they're going off of the Triforce of shit. But the point is that like, the point is though, the Metroid fandom has a lot of people that are like, oh, it's not canon because I say so, even though it's officially part of the canon. I go by what is stated as official part of canon. I don't, like, that's my point of conjecture. I don't go by headcanons unless, let's say, it's a very lucid series, or it's like a theory, you know what I mean? A theory on something. I don't say it's canon, I can only theorize on something, and that's pretty much headcanon. So, as I was saying, now, I was saying that in Metroid, right, because it's such a niche series, and, like, you know, it doesn't sell much, it's unfortunate that we don't get that many games. And when we do get games sometimes, they're not the best. Now, I like Metroid Other M, I think it's a good game, and I think a lot of people freak out about it too much, because they either overthink, underthink, or other things like that. It's like why I like the Fallout series, and why I like Fallout 3, 4, and 76's lore. Because I think people just like to overlook stuff for the sake of argument, when I could bring to the table a bunch of other ideals and shit. There needs to be some form of understanding when it comes to this sort of thing. So, as I was saying about, like, Super Smash Bros. With this Metroid fandom and stuff like that. So, in Smash Bros., unfortunately, we only have three character reps from it. Especially now with Ultimate. We got Samus. I don't count Zero Suit. I do not count Zero Suit.
Because it's just the same character, just with a different costume and shit.
It's just Samus with a different costume. Like, she has different moves, yeah, but I remember when Zero Suit was a part of Samus's moveset back when Final Smashes were added into the game. The point is that, like, in Metroid, when it comes to this sort of thing, when you have 3 character representations and one of them is just a clone of Samus that's really just like a lighter variant, I have a problem. Because Dark Samus is a little more than a clone of Samus, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I know what you're saying.
However, because of these sort of... It's like, Dark Samus is more than a clone of Samus. Like, she has her own abilities, everything like that, and I feel like it's kind of homogenized to think like, oh, we're just gonna take a character who's just a dark replica of Samus, just make her a Samus clone in-game. Ha ha ha, get it? Get it, guys? Get it? When they could have their own unique moveset and everything like that, right? And I was thinking about what I was saying before about that sort of thing, and I'm like, I really feel like that kind of has to do with, like, the Metroid fandom's view of big series. Everything's just kind of homogenized, because all people want is Super Metroid. Super Metroid this, Super Metroid that, Super Metroid up the fucking ass. It's like, like I said, Super Metroid ain't the best game in the series. It's not the worst, far from it. The worst game, I'd argue, is Metroid Prime Hunters, and that's only for control reasons. And even then, Prime Hunters' story and characters are pretty damn cool. But, oh, this is a Metroid game, who cares about story? I'm like, well, I as a writer do. I analyze this sort of shit for, like, fun. And, you know, like, there's deeper meaning to everything, you know what I'm saying? Also, by the way, look, parachute. Someone must have went down over here.
Yes, sir.
Axe in the tree. Oh, this guy did not make it. I wonder what happened to this poor soul.
This poor unfortunate soul in pain.
But yeah, so as I was saying, the worst when push comes to shove, it just sort of feels like that's how Metroid is. How it's sort of like, just like, you know, the way it's treated in Smash Bros. Is sort of representative of how it actually is. The series is kind of like very niche, very this, and the fandom is just kind of like everywhere. So it's hard to like pinpoint what people like, because here's the thing. This is why I don't really care for fan games. They could be cool and all, but here's the thing. Too many people want too many different things, right? And you ever hear the term, too many cooks spoil the broth?
Way too many times.
Yep. Like, I can tell you this much. I have played a ton of fan games for games that are pretty damn cool, but I still don't really care for them. I'm like, oh, this is a cool idea, but I don't see this really working. And I've played games that are worked on by fans like Sonic Mania. And I'm just gonna say my one words on Sonic Mania right now. The game is okay. It's not amazing. Everybody was just very much like, Like I said last time, Sonic is a very weird character to talk about. Like, he's overexposed, and everybody treats him like shit and shit. It's just bad. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, so everyone treats this fictional character like shit. How dare they?
You know what I mean, Peyton. But the point is that, like, I hate to see this sort of stuff just be sort of homogenized into like very basic things. It's just kind of like, oh, well, Metroid as a series does a sort of thing. And one thing I really dislike is when people talk about Samus like she's this unstoppable killing machine, and I'm like, no one ever wants to talk about the person behind the helmet, because
everyone always asks who is Samus, but no one ever asked how is Samus.
Right, and here's the thing. This is why I like Metroid Fusion a lot, because it poses the question, what if Samus never had her humanity? Because the clone copy of Samus that appears in Metroid Fusion is Samus if she didn't have her human side. She's literally what everyone in the what every radical I don't even want to use that word, but like every fucking what every what's the best term to use for this? It's hard because
extremist,
hardcore,
revolutionary,
hardcore, extremist.
Unique, eccentric.
I wouldn't say unique or eccentric because there's a lot of them.
Unusual.
cookie cutter.
The cookie cutter, yeah. You know what? That's decent. That's a good one. That's a good one. The cookie cutter Metroid fandom just sees Samus as this person who just kills stuff, kill, blow up tiny animal, with missile and.
Kill animals for food.
No, just blow up the creature, kill. Now, there's more to Samus. There's more to Samus in that. And by the way, I've seen many channels that go about this stupid shit, and I'm like, oh, and once again, they act elite. These cookie cutter people act elitist and think they're saying the most, like, oh my god, I have the most revolutionary idea, and then they always pose it like this: you are enjoying something wrong, and as a writer, I hate that word. I hate those fucking words with a passion.
How dare you like something I don't like?
Exactly. That is what the argument boils down to. That is what the fucking argument boils down to. You like something I don't like. Your opinion is invalid. Like, this is why H-Bomber guy's a laughingstock. But the point is I've seen many, like, I don't even want to go into detail on, like, channel names and shit, because, like, I don't want anybody to get harassed or anything like that. Not that, like, I have that big of an influence. But the point is that, like...
Your audience knows better than that anyways.
Yeah. No, I know that. Like, I have to expect my audience to be better than, like, you know, people. The thing is, though, is that, like, I just don't want... Like, and even then, I don't remember half of their names because I don't care to remember them. There's just to say there's a lot of Metroid... There's a lot of... Not just channels, but just people that post comments and shit, right?
Right.
I don't really fly. Like, I've seen this stuff with Fallout too. I've seen this stuff with Fallout as well. And oh god.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
But here's the thing. I don't fucking like. Wow, there's supposed to be a bear in here, but nope. Like, I see this stuff with Fallout 2, right? And I don't fucking, while I don't agree with it, like, I've heard so many arguments argue the same point. Fallout 3 bad, Fallout 4 bad, Fallout 76 lore bad, and I'm like, you really are, you know, I've heard this a million times, and none of the arguments have swayed me, and all the arguments are the same. And I could easily point out faults in their arguments / claims and everything like that. And it's just, you know, it's just that sort of thing. Like, I've heard it a million times, I don't need to hear it anymore. Like, it's like every time I see, like, a video or whatever, or a blog post, some shit like that related to Metroid, like, oh, I found out the secret of, this, and it's, like, the most milquetoast thing I've ever read. I'm just like, you know, it's cool you came up with this theory, but unfortunately, due to this... Hey, first Fallout 3 crash of the night, woo.
Woohoo!
Good shit.
Like, you know, cool you came up with this theory, you know, in air quotes, or whatever the fuck. I guess that's how they did it on the last podcast on the left. But, and then let me tell you about podcasts, the sound of air quotes, right? Now, I don't, you know, cool, you made a fan theory. That's fine. I don't mind, you can make a fan theory. But you can't go around and say this is canon. Unless, like, there's undeniable proof or if it's officially set. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's like, what's a good point what I'm getting at? like, oh, like someone said, I don't like, there was a video, and I forgot the guy's name, he talks about, like, he talks about how everybody knows about Ridley's backstory, and how he murdered Samus's parents and stuff like that, right? And he was saying that, like, and pretty much his whole video boils down to, I don't like this backstory, it's bad. And it's bad, and then he doesn't really state, like, reasons why it's bad. He just says that it ruins, somehow it ruins Samus's character. Like, she can't have a nemesis or whatever the fuck.
It gives her, like, a reason why why she would want revenge against, you know, this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
It gives her a reason why she has a fear, why, you know, gives her a reason why she has a fear, why she has, like, you know, why she fights and everything like that. And, you know, it humanizes her. It's what keeps her from becoming, how do I put this? Like, you ever, like, ever notice how, like, because here's the thing. Here's a weird thing that you never really notice. So, you know how, here's a very evocative term of this sort of thing. So, if you ever look at it like this, Samus is the knight in shining armor fighting the dragon, right?
Right.
Every knight has the power to kill. Every knight has the power to kill. But here's the thing, if they abuse their power, they can eventually become the dragon they kill. You know what I mean? That is what creatures like the SAX do. If Samus wasn't, and like I said, because everybody just wants Samus to be this killing machine, everyone just wants Samus to be this, you know, this killing machine that will destroy nothing. Because here's the thing, if Samus was a killing machine, right? She wouldn't have spared that baby Metroid at the end of Metroid 2. A pinnacle moment in her fucking character that everybody cites her as being, like, good and everything like that, right? You know what I mean? No. Everybody, even the crazy fans, like, that I'm telling you about right now, love that scene. Because it shows how human she is, right? Now, here's the thing. If Samus didn't have Ridley, right? That killed her parents, she wouldn't see herself in that baby Metroid, and she would have slaughtered it in an instant. And by that logic, going off the remake, it's been 2 years, so I can just fucking say what happens. Now, let's say she did kill that infant Metroid back then. She wouldn't have survived the Ridley fight on SR388. She, like, a lot of stuff in the series wouldn't have happened, but the point is that, like, Samus being human keeps her from, you know, doing the things that'll that'll actually turn her into that killing machine everybody just wants to see her as, which is good. Because I can't feel attached to a character. And here's the thing. So in Other M, which is a game I have to point out again, I like the game, the story and lore are good. Fuck you who disagree with me, because it's just an opinion, man, you know what I mean? Like, that's the point, right? Like, I think it works that we get a sort of deep dive into Samus's mindset. People like to call it sexist, for some reason, because, oh, she has to take orders on a government mission that she wasn't invited to, that she personally intruded on. That she had to follow orders in order to stay there, number one. Number two, the person who was sent there to clean up the information shit went out of their way to try to murder Samus themselves in, like, the most forward way possible.
Right,
like, you know, no, he got into
that would be the most forward way, right?
He got into a giant mech and tried to crush her to death, pretty much.
What's way more direct than just fucking shooting someone, definitely. Sorry, I'm being a nitpicky asshole. Go on.
Anyway, so point is that, like, the guy personally went out of his way to try and kill her.
As you do.
Because she is big threat to his operation, as well as you know, as well as you know, revealing the truth of what the fuck is going on around the station, right? Or the spaceship or whatever. No, No, her having a past relation, like her having a past experience with Adam McIntyre and having to follow his orders is not sexist. She has to deliberately follow the order to stay there. There were parts of the game that, yes, I can say were dumb, like the Varia function on the suit and everything like that, in the lava area. But, like, that's like the only part I will agree. Yeah, that was stupid. But otherwise, it makes sense. Do you understand how a power bomb works in Metroid? They explain it as shooting out a wave of energy, of heat energy that incinerates everything around it.
Alright.
Now, Samus can't. Now, here's the thing. Samus can't use her super missiles because those are high explosive, can potentially damage both the ship and people that are hiding or something like that. Because the reason why that she doesn't have her weapons active and she has to follow orders on why to activate them is they don't understand that, they don't understand the full assessment of the situation. There could still be survivors in the ship somewhere, you know what I'm saying? And if Samus blows someone up that might know what the hell happened there, or could be saved, there's a problem, you know what I mean? Like, that's how deadly Samus is, right? Like, she can incinerate organic material in an instant if she needed to. So I think we just got to turn in one more quest and we're done with Point Lookout. But yeah, like that's the whole thing on it, right? And like, you know, you see how deadly Samus is. You can understand how deadly Samus is by playing the games. And still, that's part of her humanity, still wanting to stay there to make sure everybody survives, because immediately when she finds out who's there and what happens to them almost immediately after she finds them, it's understandable why she wants to stick around, because they had trouble fighting one single creature. Like, that's the whole big thing. But nobody likes to point this out, because everybody just wants to be, oh, a deep dive into Samus's character? That's bad. We just want Samus to be this murder machine that does no thinking. Like, they literally want Samus to be Unga Bunga. Grog shoot fire from arm cannon. Grog kill alien.
I mean, Grog does kill alien. That is true.
That's what people want Samus to be. Now, I'm fine with that, but I can't help see it as a reduction of art, you know what I mean? Because it pretty much just kind of feels like this is just a bunch of angry 90s kids.
Good thing, sweetie. Tonics brewed and bottled. Here's your pay and a cut of the batch. Enjoy.
Anyway, like... Alright. So we just finished up this quest. Hey, we finished up Point Lookout. Found all the locations, all the uniques, and did all the quests. Woo! Anyway, so let's go back to the Capital Wasteland. But, yeah, like, Samus is just, you know, completely misunderstood as a character, you know what I mean? And I feel that's kind of, like, why... And that's kind of why, like, Metroid doesn't really get, you know... what's the word I'm looking for? Why it doesn't really get, like, you know, much attention here, too, is because what people, like, nobody really understands what they want. No person really understands what they want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
trying to make a product based off of that is like thing. And kind of...
understand what they want.
Some people do. Some people do. But if you throw a bunch of people together, right? It's hard to get a complete common consensus. You know what I mean? Everybody wants something different. I'm not gonna get mad. I'm not gonna get mad at a game because whatchamacallit, you know what I mean? So let's see. We have quests. You got to shoot him in the head. Oh yeah, we can. We can do
Ain't
the.
that a kick in the head?
Oh wait, no, I'm not doing that quest yet. No. What can we do right now? Overlook Drive-In, Cliffside
There's a
Cavern,
night slime island over there. I can use that for my Tinker's tools.
Evergreen Mills, Jocko's Pop and Gas Stop, Dunwich Building, Girder Shade, Evergreen Mills, Drury Street Metro, 106. Ooh, how'd we go explore another vault?
Oh, that sounds fun. What vault is it?
106.
Alright.
Anyway, so yeah, like Metroid, like a lot of people, I just think that, like, you know, Metroid has just become homogenized in the eyes of, like, you know, which is why stuff like you know, like Dark Samus in Smash Bros. Kind of get turned into a basic copy rather than, like, you know, a character that they're sort of meant to be. But then again, I could be looking too deep into that because Smash Brothers has a lot of characters that could be way better than they are.
Yeah, I think you're just looking way in too deep into some stuff.
And yeah, and as much as I can agree to that. I could look too deep into things sometimes. Because that's the problem of being an analyst. There's a problem of being a writer and an analyst. You can look too deep into something. Though you cannot. Though you have to understand too, surface details can help, like, you know, portray the situation better.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a weird thing, but, you know, it works. Smoke him if you got him.
It's just a steak.
Oh, my headphones are hurting my ears. But yeah, like it's just weird. But, you know, like just in general though, like, so like the thing is that, like, there could be a ton more Metroid characters in Smash Brothers that are worth it. Like I said in my video, you know, like who'd be good would be Camden, like the other bounty hunters from Prime Hunters, or hell, if you want two story important characters in Smash Brothers, Rundus is like the only character that the only other character that actually helped, like, saved Samus from something.
Mm-hmm.
And Psylocke is big story important now because he appears at the end of Federation Force in the ending, because he steals a Metroid, and we don't know what that's going to lead into. But oh yeah, that's another thing. The other thing the Metroid fandom freaks out about all the time. Oh, we don't have Metroid games, but when we finally do, they give us a spin-off, and I'm like, and then everybody has a fucking collective aneurysm. I'm just like, now, I can understand, you know, I get it, not that many games, blah blah blah, I understand what you're saying, right? But why are you getting pissed off about a spin-off? Like I said, because nobody knows that, like, oh man, you know, the series isn't that popular around the world. It's mainly popular in the States, and, you know, and which is why I didn't get mad. I didn't get mad at Federation Force. You want to know? I didn't buy Federation Force because here's the thing: to effectively play Federation Force, you need at least 2 people. Because it's a squad-based game. Shit. But yeah, in order to effectively play Federation, you need at least 2 people because it's a squad-based game. I'm not gonna shit on a game because, oh, I don't like Like, oh, it's a spin-off. We deserve better than a spin-off. We need a mainline game.
Aren't they making Metroid Prime 4 now, or is that like in limbo or some shit?
It's still in development. It could potentially be in limbo, like Bayonetta 3. Like that's just the whole sort of thing that bothers me about it, you know. It's just that it's like, oh, it's a spin-off. Okay. Like I can live with that. It's like how do I put this? I'm not starved for Metroid games. It's not the only thing I play. Like, you know, I can play a million other different things than Metroid. I don't make Metroid my life. I don't freak out when a game I want doesn't come out. Unless it's, like, completely fucking canceled, like Star Wars 1313 or something like that, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That got canceled due to fucking stupid shit. But the point is that, like, I'm like, you know, I can wait. Like, you know, I can wait for a proper sequel. And we did get Metroid Samus Returns for the 3DS, which is really fucking good. But here's the problem: everybody tried comparing it to AM2R, which was a fan creation. And once again, the fan creation had a ton of stuff in it that didn't feel like a Metroid game. Like the Chorizo with the jetpack on it, as an example. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that whole Metroid 2 remake and that whole debacle that went down.
And you know what the worst part was? So, you know, this is why I don't like the Game Awards. I really don't like. I have to disagree with Joel here. I don't think that Jeff Kinney really cares about video games. I just think he wants to feed off of controversy sometimes, and or like, you know, try to like instill. It's a money thing. I don't think he really cares about video games. Is the thing. It's just an easy market. Because remember when that whole debacle happened too? For the first time ever, they had a fan game section, right?
Mm-hmm.
They've never had a fan game section on the fucking Game Awards until the time Nintendo decided to pull Pokemon, and I'm just like, oh yeah, totally this is a show of, like, you know, our love of fan games. We've never had this segment before, but oh no, we're totally gonna talk about it now for, you know, in this time of Nintendo deleting them all. And all I have to say is, right, if you didn't want Nintendo to delete your fan game, you shouldn't have advertised it in the most obvious places, like on YouTube.
To be fair, I think they're probably gonna find out because Nintendo has its fucking hooks everywhere.
What?
Nintendo has its hooks everywhere. I think they would have found it anyways.
Oh no, they would have, but it would have taken a lot. It would have taken a lot more time. The thing about it though, Peyton, is that, like, I just find it, like I said, I just find it funny that, like, that happened at the exact same moment, and I'm probably not even gonna try to fight that thing anymore. Where's Vault 106? That way. But yeah, like, that was the original intention, not trying to fight the Deathclaw Matriarch. But, the point is that, like, that never happened before, and then all of a sudden the year of Nintendo, you know, the year of people just noticing that Nintendo takes down fan games, I'm just like, oh, we're gonna have a whole segment related to on the Game Awards related to it, and I'm like, this was never a thing before, why are you doing this now other than to feed off of controversy? I pointed this out the year of, and I'm just like, this is stupid. This is stupid. I can't believe people are buying into this crap.
I never, like, cared for the Game Awards or anything like that.
No, it's like the Oscars of games. There's no point to an award. Like, here's the thing. Awards
other than to suck yourself off.
Yeah, awards are irrelevant. There's no point. Ooh, I got the YouTube silver play button. I'm such a badass. It's like,
You know what's the only award that's you know what's the only award that's relevant?
What's the only award that's relevant?
The Kids' Choice Awards.
At least it's a kaleidoscope.
Yeah, so that's cool.
It's an orange kaleidoscope with the nickel that looks like a blimp, and I really like that shit. No. I wanna ask you a question, right? How many awards did you earn for maybe playing like a sport back when you were a young kid, right? Do you still have those displayed somewhere in your house? I sure as hell fucking don't.
I have one, but it's like hidden away against like some fucking bobbleheads and shit.
Is it like in the main room of like your house or something like that? Like sort of public area, I guess. Like if people came over or some shit like that.
Well, I mean it's in my room.
Oh.
But nobody goes into my room.
Oh. Well, I don't know. Well, that's not, but like, it's hidden amongst bobbleheads. Like, it really seems like it doesn't, you don't really give a shit.
It's my old shame. That's what I like to call it.
Like, I have 2 baseball trophies and a lacrosse trophy that the thing broke off of. I don't know where the hell they, and 2 bowling trophies. I don't even know where the fuck they went. They're like in a box somewhere.
Yeah, all the rest of my stuff is in like a box somewhere.
Like, oh my god, these Wanamingos were murdered.
That's a fact.
Where is the vault? Well, we passed right by it. Oh, there it is. A lot of Wanamingos over here that are dead. Deathclaw's probably got them. But yeah, like, it's like, how many people actually display awards and shit like that? Like, here's another thing. So, Sylvester Stallone? I fucking love him. You want to know what he does? You want to know what he has?
What?
He has a shit ton of Oscars on display in his house. You want to know where he got them?
He stole them?
He bought them.
Amazing.
Oh.
Quentin Tarantino never won an Oscar, but here's the thing. How relevant is that Oscar?
But he wouldn't stop screaming about claws of death. Finally got sick of it.
Pretty sure I'm pretty sure he did win an Oscar, but not for like best director or best film or anything like that. But I get your point.
Yeah. Well, he finally won an Oscar, but he never won an Oscar before that movie. But Tarantino's movies are fucking amazing.
Yes.
And here's another thing. Right? A movie that wins an Oscar doesn't tell you how entertaining it is. It just tells you how much the the Academy likes it. Now, I don't know about you, but I really don't give a shit what a bunch of old fuckers care about a movie. Like,
same.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Did Star Wars didn't win an Oscar, did it? I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl, Star Wars, Independence Day, and a shit ton of other movies that never won an Oscar. And you know what? They're still fucking good movies to me. And Spy Kids too. And everybody's like, collective bunch of people are scratching their heads. Marek likes the X movie. I'm like, yeah.
I like Faster Pussycat Kill Kill. I'm not gonna lie. It's just a bunch of just like.
Is it
some
a bunch
of it
of?
is just like.
Is it a bunch of wacky shit? Yeah. Doesn't mean I like it any less,
Half the time it's just tits and ass.
And that's why I like it.
Like movie. Not every movie needs to be high art. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what
you don't even know how to spell it. Politics being. Oh yeah, that rap did not actually age very well.
Like, not every movie needs to be high art and push the genre of movies forward.
What I'm talking about?
What are you talking about?
You know that episode? You know the epic rap battle of history? Lady Gaga versus Sarah Palin.
No.
You've not seen that one?
Mm-mm.
It's kind of old. I'm saying like it didn't age very well because like history will forget you like John McCain, and this was years before his death. I'm like, shit, that didn't age well. Obviously, they had no way of knowing he was going to die, but
Yeah. But like the big thing about it, like, is a movie entertaining to you? Yeah, there you go. That's all you need to know. Like, here's another example. 2001: A Space Odyssey. I, as a writer and a fan of sci-fi, should love the movie. I think the movie is boring, trite. Like, when I saw the fucking monkeys banging the bones and sticks together, I'm like, I'm fucking done with this shit. I fell asleep and I woke up at the end of the movie, perfect timing to see that fucking space baby, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? I never watched it again. And I'm just like, apparently I missed something. I missed like a ton of stuff that involved a mad AI. And then when I looked up the scenes, I'm thinking,
Yeah, HAL
what?
9000.
And then I'm thinking, when I looked up the scenes right after, and I'm thinking like, oh man, mad AI, this sounds interesting. Like and then I looked up all the scenes with it, and I'm just like, oh, this is very fucking boring. When I think mad AI, I think fucking GLaDOS. Like all the shit that GLaDOS can do. It's like cool, you know what I mean? This is cool. This is a cool idea for a movie. And what do we get in fucking 2001? Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer, do. I'm like, put me in that fucking spaceship. I'll take a shotgun with me and blast the fucking robot to pieces.
it's the end of the world, and I feel fine. Yes, I feel fine.
Oh boy, here we go into Vault 106. Like, it's just the whole sort of thing about it. Like, I don't need an award to tell me what's good or what's good or what's bad.
Mm-hmm.
Some people feel like they do though.
Oh yeah, no, I know. And I think that's kind of stupid.
I think it's bad, but alright.
I think it's stupid and bad, but like, I'm not gonna be like, they can't believe in that sort of thing.
How dare you like the Academy Award? You are actual scum now.
I'm not going to argue with them on that. I'm just gonna say, well, it doesn't really, my opinion doesn't really amount to anything. There was a whole episode of Camp Lazlo where they win a trophy, and the trophies, it's pretty much just to say trophies don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
They're just a lump of plastic that's colored gold to make us feel better about ourselves.
I think my favorite episode of Camp Lazlo was the hot dog episode.
Oh, where they make the fucking hot dogs, and
Yeah.
like they try to split them up.
Yeah.
Mr. Mustard Night.
What's a Camp Lazlo episode that I actually remember?
The one where they went rafting.
Oh, what? Dad?
They're-
I found him! I found him!
You got him,
What?
ladies and gentlemen.
Dad?
He's gone.
Like my real dad.
We'll find him one day. We'll find him one day.
Yes, I will.
I swear on this we will find, By the way,
Listen.
our father is Liam Neeson, and in this game, if you fail if you fail your dad at something, you're failing Liam Neeson. Dad, I saw him go in there. Oh fuck!
Where?
Insane survivor.
You want me to depress this entire stream? You want me to?
Okay, so
I could.
Do you want to depress the entire stream, Peyton?
Relevant. It's semi-relevant.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, your stream though.
You know what? Go for it.
You guys were talking about, oh, I'm gonna I'm gonna find my father and shit like that. A couple of minutes ago, I heard someone downstairs, and I thought that it was my dad because it sounded kind of like him saying one of his nicknames for me, and I had a fucking like personal like emergency. Yeah. It sounded just like him too. And my uncle was here. I don't know who it could have fucking been, but it wasn't my dad.
The ghost, maybe? Alright, so Zig, you were saying?
My ghost dad caught the coronavirus.
As I was saying, there's only like one episode of Camp Lazlo that I can actually like remember vividly, and that was the one where they all had to sing Camptown Races, but they had like to burp sing it.
Oh. Only
But
something.
Lazlo was the only one who couldn't do it, so he only had to do like, so he did like the robot and shit.
He thought he was a robot because he couldn't burp.
Yes.
Somebody bet on the robot.
Robot.
Like, that was a fun show.
That was.
Like, it's not as good as like Harvey. Like, alright, Harvey Beaks is a show that like can put me, you know, it's like so relaxing and put me to sleep, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's also entertaining enough that I could watch it while I'm awake and everything like that, and it's fun to watch. Camp Lazlo, if I put that on, I'm gonna have trouble. It's like SpongeBob. I'll have trouble falling asleep. Like it's like Futurama. Futurama is really like relaxing to listen to for some reason, but it's funny enough to keep me up and watching it. Oof.
Yeah.
Bye. A lot of insane survivors. But yeah, like, it's the whole sort of, thing.
Mm-hmm.
Got to keep on dancing. It's like SpongeBob, yeah, like, Camp Lazlo some kind. You know what I've been watching recently, too?
What?
Angry Beavers.
Now that was a show.
That show still holds up. It's fucking weird, but it still holds up.
It does.
I imagine somewhere in an alternate timeline, they actually did Bye Bye Beavers.
They ended the series off.
Mm-hmm. And
Good.
Norbert, I have one thing to say to you.
Shut up!
That doesn't sound like a very pleasant place to be.
Was that like the final line of the episode, or?
Probably.
No, I don't. I never really listened to Bye Bye Beavers. I never listened to the audio of Bye Bye Beavers.
Mm-hmm.
No. You know how they do? You know how they do like fan reanimations?
Yeah, like they did with Invader Zim.
They should do a fan animation, full on of that. That would be fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
Like.
Yeah, that would.
The worst thing that could happen would be like, whatchamacallit? Like, well, the art said, but the art isn't really supposed to, because it's just people switching around their styles and everything like that.
Yeah.
That would, but still, that would just be like a good. Would it be consistent? No, but that's the point.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be a complete new animation.
True.
Which some of those things already do anyway. So.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, did you ever see Shrek reanimated?
No, but I know about a certain
It's
someone's part.
It's a masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
It's a masterpiece.
But yeah, I just know about a certain someone's part in that movie.
It's Chris Chan.
I was gonna allude to it, but no, you just had to, you know.
Yeah, it becomes immediately apparent who it is because he announces his name and everything like that in the scene.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even tag. By the way, I don't tag on when I put the YouTube archives up. Whenever we talk about Chris Chan, I don't tag it. I don't want Christorians and Weens and shit coming to the video.
Yeah.
I really don't. I really fucking don't. I want to get away from that. I'm tired of following. Like I said, I've said this a million times. I, like Linkara, would be a much happier man if I never heard about Chris Chan. Like,
Chris Chan wants to hear about you, Nick. What would you do if you ever actually met Chris Chan?
I don't know what the fuck I'd do.
You'd have a reaction though, right?
I fucking would. If I heard his voice, like, if it's sort of like let's say I heard his voice and then I turn around and it's him, like, it's not like he's like
you
right.
Immediately shit your pants.
It's not like he's right behind me, but he's like, you know, somewhere where I can see him.
Chris Chan's behind you, Nick. He's following you.
If that were the fucking case, I'd call the cops.
But Chris Chan didn't do anything. He's just behind you. He wants to give you a hug.
You said he was
Don't you want
following
Chris Chan to
me.
give you a hug?
That's stalking. That's stalking, my guy.
If he's just standing behind, that's not. If he just happens to walk into a place and he happens to end up behind you, that's not stalking. That's just walking in line.
Activate
In line
to
with
me.
someone.
Your brain. Robco Industries on a different version. Your brain softworks version version me. A note to me. This place is great. I think it's time to accept the new and embrace this change. Relax. Another note to me. Come on, don't you like it better here? Breathe deep in the blue. Relax. Please read me.
I like this.
Seriously, this place is everything we need. Enjoy it while we're here. Fine, be that way. I have nothing more to say to you. We're through here. By the way, we're having these. By the way, you want to know why we're having these visions? There's a type of drug being pumped through the air vents.
That's what I thought.
Yep. But I don't know what I'd do if I saw Chris Chan. I'd really just be like, oh God, why?
Yeah, that would be me too. That would just be like, oh, God damn it. I wouldn't even take a picture with him or anything like that. I would just be like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna go over here.
Speaking of
just not.
Speaking of which, I got some recent history Amadas. So I got some recent Chris Chan news, by the way. So he's actually been banned from a BronyCon in Maryland.
Yeah, Sequestria Fest.
Yes, and you want to know the funny thing? His name is above a well-known pedophile's name. I don't know who the pedophile is. I did not look at the ban list, but I'm just like, Chris Chan is a bigger concern than a pedophile, which is funny.
That almost doesn't surprise me.
Because the thing is that, like, he gives off really fucking creepy vibes and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really regret suggesting and or thinking about trying to get him to guest on a stream.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think that would be a good idea for anybody.
Especially now because, like, I'm kind of giving my, like, my full-on opinion about it. So, like, the guy is creepy, but he needs to be, like, you know, there are people that are trying to at least get him financial aid that he could survive in case his mom dies and shit like that. but he doesn't need the weens. Like, nobody needs the weens on their ass. Like, the worst part of his like life is just the weens. Like, I'm giving up my Christorian status because I'm kind of done with this shit. Like, there's no point anymore. Like, one day he'll end up in the news or some shit somehow. I don't know how the fuck it'll happen, but I have a feeling it's gonna happen. I make a joke. I made a joke earlier today, and you know, I'll still sort of joke about
Fuck
it.
you, I don't invite you inside. Stay in my fucking house, you stupid vampire, piece of shit.
Well, that came out of nowhere.
I walked outside. Vampire. I'm like no levels. I have no weapons or armor. So I said, alright, well, I don't invite you inside. Get the fuck out. And I slammed the door in his face.
So, like, you know,
vampires can't come inside unless you invite them.
True.
The guy lives a sad existence, and that's pretty much it. I'm kind of renouncing my Christorian says I really don't care anymore. Like, I don't need to be reminded there's some crazy guy off in Virginia just like making like some weird fucking Sonic Pokemon crossover comic. You know, there's just...
Guys, there's a vampire outside of my house. What the fuck do I do? I have no weapons or armor, and I don't want to catch vampire AIDS.
It's just really stupid. It's just really fucking stupid. Like I said, I just don't. And the fact that people go out of their way to bother him still.
Yeah, that's a cunty thing to do. Honestly.
Yeah, like the dude's life is already over. Just stop. Let him wallow in his.
He's already dead.
Yeah, right. Like just let him wallow in his own. You know, he's not gonna listen to reason. Just let him wallow in his own fucking
Ah! Bats have rabies. I don't want to catch that shit.
The guy in the bathroom snaps his neck and passes out in his own filth. Oh man, I just had to get my thoughts on paper, man. Otherwise the cat in my head forgets, man. The sky is as blue as it used to be. I'm so happy to be here, and my roomies are flailing around in the love mist. I can't remember what I was doing before, but man, is it great here now. I never thought about it like this before, but the walls just need somebody to love too, man.
True. The walls do need someone to love.
Like, by the way, you know what else happened?
What?
The last thing I looked at on the quickie, my last formal look is like what the places he was banned to and the reason why he got banned. A lot of his modern bannings, just from
his name alone.
It's from his name alone, or from his from various tantrums he had, such as like the one at Too Many Games. But most of them were done by A-logs and weens. Like pizza, Papa John's, for example.
He can't get like shit delivered to him because of the fucking weens and shit. Like kept calling,
ordering fucking pizza from play.
Hey, I heard in a comment section that apparently Christian's the most documented human being in existence. Is that true?
Yeah, you can actually call his phone number. It's well known. Not been changed.
Does he accept calls?
No, he doesn't.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Like, very rarely he does. You need to be, like, in contact with him in order for him to accept calls and shit like that.
I kind of want to run into him just so I could, like, have the experience of just, like
he's not, the thing is though, Peyton, like, currently, here's the thing, he's lost his troll. He's lost his, like, he can't be trolled anymore because he's just been trolled to death.
This man has become immune to the greatest weapon.
He is,
He's got the antibodies, Nick.
Oh my god. We need to harvest.
Like, at this point, like, he's not, it's just like...
He doesn't give a shit.
He gives a shit.
It's just been done to death.
He gives a shit, but everything's just been done to death. It's like, you get a rise, it's just a mild annoyance. Like, here's the fucked up part, too. Like, the people who keep calling pizza deliveries and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Who has to pay for the pizza deliveries? He does. He kept taking them.
Why doesn't he just tell them like, hey, stop accepting?
By the way, the guy is in fucking death and he's got to go to court for it too. So there's a big problem.
We have.
Yeah, he's a really cunty person.
Oh yeah, by the way, you want to know one of the things I stopped? You want to know one of the reasons why I stopped giving shit about the whole Christian saga?
Because it's kind of pathetic.
That and I kind of also found out that some of the older trolls were like a little more fucked up too, like extremely so, because I actually heard documentation on them. So, you ever listen to the Casey's father call?
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, that's fucked. Like Liquid Chris, I can't believe I had fucking respect for Liquid Chris. Cause like I thought he was just like, oh, you know, he's doing it. He's like doing this sort of like, haha, I'm gonna, you know, haha, I'm gonna do this friendly sort of rivalry, this semi-friendly, semi-not-friendly rivalry thing, where I'm gonna pretend, you know. But no, that wasn't the fucking case. Like, it wasn't simple. It was actually a little more deeper and a little more fucked up. And I'm just like,
I've never heard Liquid Chris.
this guy kind of, wait a minute, this guy kind of looks like Freddie Mercury. Hold up, wait. Look, it's Freddie Mercury in a Vault suit.
Oh shit.
Wait.
Somebody to love, like halfway through, somebody to love, he fucking has a death scream.
No.
Justice reigns from
Hold on. This is gonna be so stupid. Ow. It's gonna be so fucking stupid. I had to end Freddie Mercury because he attacked me.
Freddie Mercury, Guild will not forget this, Nick. You've made a powerful.
Urgent security note: the Vault Security Clearance B, Vault Security Clearance C. Today at 15:30, we are initiating control sequence 46-2A. We are unsure of the full effects of the gas release, so we request that anyone receiving this message head to their designated locations. Guidelines provided, most important. We thank you for your assistance during this. Overseer. All right, so Liquid Chris was a troll who kept claiming that he was Christian, right? And the reason why they called him Liquid Chris was for joking sake of Metal Gear Solid, right? By the way, I want to thank Gino Samuel, the guy who made that Christian comprehensive documentary, because that really opened my eyes to the full situation. I'm just like, I can't do this anymore. I'm done. Like, I don't want to be a Christorian any longer. This is just fucking stupid.
It's also kind of mean.
It is. I don't even know, like, how do I put this? I don't even know Christian, right? And I feel like I've known him forever is the fucked up part. Like,
Right.
it's gross, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
like, oh my god, I don't know how to put it, man. I'm just like, fuck. Like, Gino Samuel kind of put it the best when he first, like, his life just sort of became consumed by this. And I'm like, consumed by Christian, and I'm like, there's no point. There is no point to like documenting it because it's just all here. Like, we have emails going all the way back. We have art pieces. We have art pieces made by him. Like,
Oh, that's true art.
it's like, you know, there's some funny ones like the giant penis comic and like the straw of fail, but like, it, like, you know, it's just like, that's just like little haha, you know. For me, it's just like a little haha, you know. It's like, that's funny. It's drawn badly. It looks funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and here's the thing. I am no fucking leg to stand on. I can't draw good, neither. Like, you know.
Not laughing at him, laughing at the absurdity that something like this would be created.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's the whole case in point. Like, I don't have a leg to stand on myself.
But,
But, like, it's been theorized.
I did make fun of him as a kid, but like, I didn't think about like the kind of person that he would have to be to like do that kind of stuff.
Like, he was born into a bad situation.
Anyone that's not familiar with Christian, somehow he's a heavily mentally damaged man who a lot of people have taken like fucking career worth of effort.
He basically got brainwashed into believing stuff, right?
Right.
He's got weird fandoms and like fetishes and shit.
Yeah. No, but
tell him about the cum jar, Nick.
what?
You remember? Wasn't that Christian that had like a cum jar, didn't he?
No,
that was something else.
That was something else. No, he recycled
But
his.
it was something similar to that, wasn't it?
No. He recycled his own semen.
Yeah.
He poured it. He put it in a cup of orange soda and drank it.
Yeah. So that's the caliber of individual that we're dealing with.
I'm like, it's, and he made videos about it too.
Because he doesn't fucking know. He doesn't have the mental cognizance to know any better.
Yeah, no, like, technically he should, but his parents are like, here's the problem. He learned about sex from porn and other things like that, right?
Right.
Which is literally just like,
not healthy.
It's not healthy to learn about sex through porn, number one. Number two, it's like, his whole sort of thing when it comes to, like, he just can't, like, number one, his parents were fucking rednecks, basically. And honestly, the only good one for him was his dad. But the thing is, he was still a fucking, like, redneck, too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's the whole problem with that. Like, you know, there's other stuff that his dad did that was pretty fucking bad too, but like, besides the point, his dad was the only one who had like a decent sort of care, but like the mom, like Barb is the worst. Barb is the fucking worst. There has not been such a more heinous creature than fucking the mighty Snorlax that is Barb Chandler. She's like dying too. Like, she's not gonna probably make it for like a while unless she somehow gained longevity through I don't know what.
I feel like if Christian stopped being mentally ill somehow, he could probably become the king of the internet. Let's be real.
If he somehow took a he made a false video, right, where he tried to trick people thinking he was normal, like he didn't have any problems. And that almost backfired for him because they probably would have taken away his only money supply. No, would have taken away his only money supply. Like, here's the thing: when you know the backstory of that video, like there was a point where he insults Optimus Prime, and you want to know what happened that we don't see on camera, but what the cameraman who filmed it said, in his testimony on that. He pulled out an Optimus Prime action figure from his backpack and said, "I'm sorry, Optimus," to it. That
when you're a different person in front of your friends and in the bedroom. You make fun of your wife while you're with your friends, and then you go back home and you're like, no.
like, that is just kind of sad. It's like, that is just kind of sad.
That is pretty sad.
Yeah, like a lot of the ire he brought upon himself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the problem is he didn't get the proper help. His parents kept taking him away from things that could have given him the proper help, and other things like that. Like,
Right.
I still think Christian should unite the internet and become the king. I think that he should. I think he'd be good at it. He's like Vermin Supreme or Emperor Norton.
honestly,
They're completely fucking insane, and then they go on to lead people.
honestly, if like I said, I keep joking about the dimensional merge because it is the funniest thing he's ever fucking said. Like, if that fucking ever happens, I'll be like, oh my god. I don't know. I just feel like, oh god, he was right.
If Christian is the king of the internet, who's the queen? Aside from his body pillow.
I don't even think he. Well, I think he's gone full schizo, too. So.
Yeah.
I don't exactly know. Oh, that was a beautiful fire explosion.
That was cool.
But like, he's gone like it is plausible he's gone full schizo. I don't know how true that is, but
I can see it, but at the same time, I try to like. I try to like have hope
yeah,
and shit, but it's just like
he's gone like I don't know.
Over here.
Like, how do I put this? Like, not really gone like he's been brainwashed into believing certain things and shit like that, right? Like, he actually believes Ted Bundy is a innocent.
yeah, I remember that whole shit.
Like, that's a problem right there. Like, and it was all because some, like, alright, like I said, depending on who the troll is, it could be very minor, it could be very fucked up.
You should have called this the Christian stream.
I'm not gonna refer to the Christian stuff at all here. I really don't want to get this. If somehow
Yeah,
people,
no, I don't blame you.
like I said, we could talk about it. Like, I'll talk about it very rarely, but like, I just don't, I don't want to deal with it anymore.
I don't think any issues would come about it if you named it that.
You'll be surprised how many people look up Chris Chan on YouTube, and I do not want to bring that attention towards the channel or my streams, because that is not the people we are.
Fair enough.
Like this is really not the we're not Weens, we're not Christorians. I'm formally denouncing it because I'm just done. There's no point anymore.
Yeah, at this point, it's just like
Whatever happens, happens. I'm sick of this shit. Like I never really was a big Christorian anyway. Like, I didn't get involved with like the fucking, like, it wasn't like 4chan where I got involved in 4chan shit. I just never got involved in any of the Christian stuff directly. Like, I never went on the Kiwi farms or anything like that. I don't like, I didn't send him I didn't get involved with the sending him of a care package when he was gonna lose the fucking house. Like, I was an observer, really. I was just a fucking observer, and I just want to leave it like that. I do not want to deal with it anymore. Like, Christian, like, here's the thing, right? I'm a much happier man without knowing, I would have been a much happier man without knowing about who Christian is. And that's pretty much it. Like, that's pretty much it. Like, what do you, what's been said has been said. There's no way to say, anything really new about it. It's like what's a good way? What's like a good you know, you can't say anything new. You might as well not say anything. I got nothing else new to put to the table other than like what the fuck you said. It's just like a thing. Situation is sad, fucked up, and that's pretty much it. Like, at this point in time, it can't be helped. He refused to get help. The others don't want to do, you know, others don't really do much. He's pretty much surviving off kiwi farms.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what doesn't help is like the Weens, A-logs, and people who just want to see him dead. For whatever fucking reason. Because people are sick and don't understand that circumstance can put people into ruin. Like, let's just face it, Chris-chan had no fighting chance once he got, like, you know, with all of this shit that happened. Like...
Turns out, the game was rigged from the start.
Yep. Ain't that how it normally is?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's move on to a more lighthearted topic. I don't even know how the fuck we got onto Chris-chan. In all common decency. Well, last night's stream I felt like fucking... I think I said it before, I felt like Finn from Card Wars episode of Adventure Time, where I just felt like a badass for easily picking up a card game and playing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know why I felt like that when I was playing Star Control, but like I'm like, oh yeah, when everything started going like, you know, better than what it was, I'm just like, yeah. I don't know, like I don't know, when it comes to gaming, when like a ton of bad shit is going on, I have really high highs and I have really low lows. It's like turmoil. I don't know. It's like a cycle because I feel like when I have my low lows, the game eventually is just kind of like, fuck it, I'll cut him some slack.
Like last night with Star Control 2.
Where just out of the blue, we found like a ton of like minerals on a planet. We found like multiple different fucking. We found like the rainbow Technicolor planet that I just kept calling it because of Peyton. I think we found it.
Mm-hmm.
Like. It's just shit, you know. Like it's fun. Like Star Control 2 is fun. It has its moments, and honestly, like I said, I don't care what ending we get. I'm just glad that I played through the game.
Right.
What I want to do with it though is when I finish the game, what I'm gonna do is right. Later down the road, I'm gonna stream it again, of course. Like, because that game is too good to be, you know, that game is like too good to like, you know, only play through once.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that's just me with all the games in the stream. Like, I'll definitely play Fallout 3 again at some point down the line. I'll definitely play Skyrim and everything like that again down the line.
Uh-huh.
I'm just kind of finding it hard to, play Skyrim or try to find time to play, because I really want to do that again. It's that it's like, it's hard to do and think about because, well, out of the blue, imagine a ton of Skyrim streams appearing on this, just appearing on the archive channel with like, with like a random ton of progress made. And I don't really feel like restarting the game. Because we got like really far into it and we got like a lot of cool stuff going, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like, you know, like, it's just gonna be like, oh yeah, we have, you know, we have like a Skyrim playthrough, and we got like other stuff. But like that's just on like hold. I'm definitely gonna restart Borderlands 2 because I didn't get far in that at all, and I might do that as a. I want to do that with the mod, but I also want to not do it with the mod. But then again, no one's probably gonna be watching Borderlands 2 playthroughs to try to join in on them on PC.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll pick up Borderlands 3 at some point down the line and do that, and I can play my modded version of Borderlands 2, no problem. And then I can, I guess, have people on the stream join in for Borderlands 3. Like it feels fun to plan this out though. Like I like planning out games, and I do want to get the community involved in a lot more games. I do want to get like the community we're building involved in a lot more games too.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's, you know, more players sometimes equals more fun. Hell, even Jetlock joined us for a one of the Left 4 Dead 2 streams that we did, but that was before we did the co-streams with Eugene for them.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Speaking of which, I guess after we finish Star Control 2, we'll do, or like maybe at another point we'll do another one of those, because I want to do another Left 4 Dead 2 co-streams. Those are really fun. Just going around doing random maps and shit.
Yeah, those are fun.
It's just very hard to sort of plan ahead, especially because like, you know, Star Control is also really fucking fun.
Are you thinking of doing any other of the Star Control games out there?
I'm tempted to do the. I hear 3 is really bad. I want to try out 3 because I've seen conversations. Let's just say the Spothy in 3 sound like Mort Goldman from Family Guy.
Yeah, I heard the reason why Star Control 3 was even made was because Accolade, the publishers, wanted there to be like another like sequel and shit, but Toys for Bob was just like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. We went months without pay after making Star Control 2, so you're on your own, buddy.
There's only one part of that game that's really cool, and that's the ores betraying the command. And I'm just like, oh, that's pretty cool, but it just happens and then it's over with.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty much how it goes, though. Sometimes it's just like, oh, well, that happened. It's a cool idea, but it just kind of happens and then it's gone. Like, do you ever see the puppets in that game? Because they use, like, some of them are good, others are bad. Really bad.
No, I haven't. I'm actually curious. I'll look them up right now.
Check out I recommend looking at the Siren puppet. I recommend looking at the, Siren puppet is really fucking bad. The,
Oh my god! Well, no, I'm actually fucking curious. Are they trying to go for that fucking Fallout style when they had like, when they were using like the pre-rendered like 3D stuff, and it looks like they were just using like clay models and shit like that? Are they trying to go for that fucking thing right there?
That's my best guess.
And they just fucking half-assed it and just be like, let's just have her mouth move like for like three frames and like move her neck like from side to side, and it's just like, ugh. Jesus Christ. What was another one, like Spothy?
The Spothy. They just lost all of their color. They just kind of became like these weird, like, penis-looking worms with one eye. They like just like.
Oh my god, you're alright. They do sound like fucking. They sound like a mix between like a Mort Goldman and like, you know, any other like stereotypical, like, you know.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the ores actually look pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't fuck up. Their voice acting is weird. But here's the thing, though. You want to know why their story isn't like bad in Star Control 3? Like their little their little dialogue and stuff like that. Because they just stole it from. They just lifted it straight from Star Control 2.
Oh.
half of the stuff they say is pretty much the same thing they say in Star Control 2. Otherwise, like, there's a very, whatchamacallit? Like, their dialogue just sounds off compared to, like, everything else. But, yeah. That's Star Control 3 in a nutshell. And the space combat is different, and it's apparently still not good.
Oh. The fuck did they do to the conch?
Wait, what? I've never seen the conch.
Here, I'll just put the video in, like, the Discord chat, and you can watch it on your free time and shit, but it's just like...
Oh, this is gonna be good, ain't it? Oh, you're right, we gotta go to Marek1shtar Station. Because I need to steal, something from the,
Yeah.
I think I really couldn't kill the mole rat. No, this is gonna be some. I have a feel. I'm gonna look at this and there's gonna be some gold. The video. I'm not gonna watch it. I just want to see what the conch look like. How do they sound? Like, what's your best description? Oh my god.
Sound like... Guess they would sound like, you know...
They look like Mass Effect rejects. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Mass Effect is like diet Star Wars aliens. Like, as much as I like them, they really are diet Star Wars aliens, with some exceptions include the, what are the jelly?
Yes.
The Hanar. Some exceptions include the Hanar, and that's pretty much it.
Why don't you look where you're going?
Like, everything, even down to those dudes, what are the ones that talk in, like, a monotone voice? Would they have to say their inflection? Like, happy. Welcome to my store.
Welcome to my store.
I am Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel. Honestly, you know who they remind me of, weirdly enough?
What?
Marvin the Martian from the Looney Tunes show.
Where's the kaboom?
There's supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom. No, they specifically remind me of him from the Looney Tunes show version of that, of the Looney Tunes.
Oh, okay.
Where he sings this song, I'm a Martian! You ever hear that song? It's really bad. Like, the Looney Tunes show, when they had the merry melodies, the songs can range from either really good to just really bad.
Oh, okay.
So, can you take a chill pill, pulls out fucking guns, tries to act like a badass. I'm like, okay. share a lemon soda and talk about our feelings? No. How about no? Speaking of the Looney Tunes show, that show is really good. And it got canceled in favor of a shittier version of just your standard Looney Tunes fare.
Talking about Wabbit.
Yep. The show that stole a joke from Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this sword looks so fucking cool with the skin now.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, look who's back.
Guess who's back, back again. Marek's back, tell a friend.
So, bro.
Hey, knock it off.
But yeah, no, like, the big thing about, like, I don't know how to describe the show. It's just like Life the show, and it's funny. The finale is actually really, the finale though, surprisingly it had a finale. It feels like a regular episode though, but it also feels like a finale, and once again, it's very bittersweet.
Yeah,
Like,
I know what you mean.
like, when he puts Porky, when they go back in time, right? They put the they put like the one rabbit back in the cool people cabin, so that like, you know, that Bugs would remember Daffy exists in the future. And then Porky Pig, then he also was like, wait a minute, like, you know, because Daffy is already, air quotes, masquerading as a camp counselor. He puts Porky in the cool kids cabin too.
Huh.
Which is basically just with, like, Bugs Bunny and, like, his friend and their friend and all that other shit. It's pretty much, like, how it goes. And, like, you know, the less, I guess less is more. But, like, I really think that show should have had, like, more episodes, because it was really fucking funny. What was the... And by the way, there are people who said that show, like, they claimed it was akin to Poochie from The Simpsons. And I'm just like, what? And they said like and they said it was like evocative in the characters. I'm like, what's wrong with the character design? They look pretty much the same as when they did back then. What are you, like, what are you on? By the way, there's one episode that got, like, extremely more true as, like, you know, I grew up. So, there's an episode where, Bugs' television is shut off. Like, his cable package is turned off, right? And he's on the phone the whole episode with this fucking turtle asshole about it, right? And this turtle is taunting him. He's like, "Oh, I can't just click a thing I can't just click a button and it'll turn your cable back on." And he's hovering his mouse over a icon on his computer that will turn the cable back on for him. He's just like smugly talking over the fucking like phone. I've never met a more despicable character in a TV series, or anything for that matter. Like, that was like the most ridiculous thing I've ever fucking heard. Like, I can't just turn on your cable. It's so fucking bad. Oh, and then there was the episode with with this big ass spider, right?
Right.
And it was like a camel spider or something like that. And Bugs is like, it was the biggest spider. Like, he just sees this thing crawl up on the ceiling. He's like, don't move. What is it? But there's like, what is it? It's like the biggest spider I've ever seen. And like, he tries to kill it, right? And it turns out Gossamer, Gossamer the monster, lost his pet spider.
Oh, hey!
And they run in the
Find a
house
baby here,
to
but
get
I
it.
guess I can
Is
talk
that was
for a
it
bit.
looked like that
What's up?
spider? He's like, no! They're like, you know, they're like,
Ab.
oh shit, he almost killed the spider. Turns out that wasn't the pet spider. The pet spider was outside the whole time. That was an actual deadly spider that can kill you in a bite.
Holy shit.
And it bites, and guess what?
What do you?
It bites Daffy.
It bites it bites bugs.
Oh.
Like, here's the thing, right? If you're like me, and sometimes you really want to see, like, bugs finally sort of get, like, shit for being an annoying sort of character sometimes in, like, old Looney Tunes stuff. Because here's the thing, Bugs is not above getting, like, in trouble in the series. Like, he's not above getting... Like, there's a whole episode, right, where he tries to lie to get out of something, but that lie just escalates to the point where he eventually pretends to be his sister who's moving to a different country that's, like, a communist nation. And as soon as he takes, like, 2 steps into the new country that he's in, right, he hands this guy his ID, and he's still in his disguise. The ID looks like him without the disguise. He's thrown in jail. You want to know how he gets out of it, though?
How does he get out?
Daffy joined the Marines and was training for like 2 years. It's like 1 year after Bugs is arrested, Daffy's Marine group join up. Like they fucking just like fly in with a helicopter and rescue Bugs. What did you say, Peyton?
Unless it's his...
It's not new because it was out like for a while.
Yeah, but I think they're in like a sitcom.
Yeah.
You remember what that episode was called?
I don't remember. I remember the plot. I remember like the plot. Like he wanted to get out of the Peach Festival or whatever, right? Oh, and the irony is, you want to know what the biggest irony is?
What?
He got back to the States the exact same time as the Peach Festival happening a year later. So the thing he wanted to get out of, he still had to do. Like I've said this, like I always wonder, like I kind of want to see Bugs lose in these scenarios, like sometimes against like Elmer Fudd or something like that, and that never happens. And then if we finally got a show where they sort of humanize Bugs in that aspect, he's not immune anymore. He could get in serious trouble. Bugs is now a punching bag too. You know what I mean? Like, it's fun to see this sort of thing because it's like, oh well, would you look at that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But yeah, like Bugs Bunny in that shows, he's great. He's a great character. They gave Lola more of a personality than Space Jam, but everybody I think who's watched the show kind of says that. And but the thing is, in the show she's just a ditz. So you know, she's just like she's the dumb blonde. That's pretty much it, right? She's that archetype, dumb blonde, still lives with her parents. That whole thing. Is it funny? Yeah. Is it like groundbreaking? Not really. But it works, you know. And then Daffy Duck also gets an underutilized girlfriend character. Who is a stereotypical tough Italian woman.
Good hunting.
Though she's a duck, which is weird, but that's besides the point. You know what I mean? Stereotypical tough Italian lady character. It's just done. By the way, Daffy's situation, he's just mooching off of Bugs.
Pretty much.
He's homeless. He's homeless with one exception: his armchair. Which we find out through the show's deepest lore that he bought when he got his first job, and then he quit his job and just forever was like on that chair. Bugs sold the chair and he had to make it right by getting that chair back. Alright, let's throw some stuff in the thing over here. Like, that's what I like about the show. It's just like, you know, stuff works with it. Like, it's funny, stuff works with it. You know, that good shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Is some good shit. Number 9 and other shit. He can't stop spreading out. This pork chop is real fucked up. Fuck you, Smoke. You full of shit. I ain't got no regrets. I eat. Smoke, you wide. I mean, you wide. I'm running on a treadmill after you, and I'm running on a treadmill now, but I'm running on a treadmill. Alright, so we can just carry around this stuff with us. So, you know what I think it's high time we try to do?
What?
Let's attempt to go get Dave's key. At Old Olney.
Then?
Deathclaw Sanctuary, here we come. La 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 la. Give me 1 second. Alright. So, I just want to take my phone off the charger. I almost forgot about that. That would have been bad. But anyway. So, let's go to good old Vault 92 and try to fight our way over to fucking, I'm just gonna preface this, I think this is a bad idea right now, but we gotta at some point get that key. Oh, this is gonna be so fucking bad. Okay, just a regular difficult. Did we discover? No, we didn't discover. Well, it leveled up somehow.
Well, I'm gonna hit that old dusty trail for now, guys. I'll talk to you all later.
Zig, later. Thank you for joining me tonight, man.
Thanks for having me on.
You're always welcome.
Anyway, later, guys.
Later. Action Boy, Long Ranger Chemist, Adamantium Skeleton, Bodies Expert, Nerd Rage, Here and Now, Finesse, Animal Friend, Size Matters, Impartial Meditation Commando. Alright, let's go Adamantium Skeleton. We are not sneaking into Old Olney right now. I am not looking forward to this, Peyton.
You got this.
I might have just woke up the town by doing that. I woke up the town! I woke up the town! That was only 2. That was only 2. Oh dear lord. Oh, there's one off that way. Regular Deathclaws I can handle. Matriarchs are another problem. fuck, 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 fuck. Oh, shit, she saw me. Okay, I lost the status. I lost the status, Peyton. I want to know the lore of Old Only. Why are there so many Deathclaws here? You know? Alright, I'm gonna silence this lizard. I'm gonna add it to my inventory because I do not need that noise of it wandering around to make me think there's a Deathclaw or something nearby, because I don't like its breathing, I don't like its moving. Fuck. There he is.
This is the new Republic of Dave. Go away.
Well, we found Dave after we rigged the election. And got him kicked out of his own city. Ooh, carton of cigarettes.
What's the big idea?
Well, sorry, Dave. The game was rigatoni from the start. I'm surprised he lasted this long in Deathclaw country. Now we can leave this place and never have to come back. Hopefully. Okay. So, now we just have to go to Tenpenny Tower and kill good old Alistair Tenpenny. And we can collect our fee of caps. I can't believe we got away from this place with only minimal damage. Alright, so let's see what we got over here. So I'm gonna save here a sec, because I'm going to essentially TCL Wizard grant me a wish. My way up there. Because I want to do something later and see if I can. TCL. Turn it back on. Let's see, where is Yeah, boy. Alright, TCL. I don't, 10 penny guards don't care. Alright, cool. I just kind of wanted to get through that part. 'Cause I wanted to see, like, if that would affect the guards at all, like, just killing them. Because I don't think you can't really get up there without, So I'm gonna reload that save. Whoops. So I'm gonna try to get up there regular, no, not underground lab. Alright, so let's talk to... Oops. Ah, shit. What the hell?
I thought I told you to get the hell out of here. Tenpenny doesn't want your goddamn caps, and I don't want the goddamn headache. For the last time, get your rotten, ugly, goddamn ghoul ass off Mr. Tenpenny's private property.
Is that how you treat all your guests?
What? No, just those damn ghouls. Sorry, thought you were one of them.
You barely hear you, Peyton.
Ghoul or not,
I said, yeah.
I must inform you that you are trespassing
No,
on
but you're coming in very low.
Tenpenny's private property. Renders an official business only.
I'm here to see 10 penny.
Just a minute. Let's not be hasty. If Tenpenny is interested in what you have to say, though he...
Ah, hello.
Welcome to Tenpenny Tower.
So we'll definitely do this quest at some point.
Good to see you. We are safe from the wasteland in here.
Like, you can activate that, but it still counts as stealing.
Yes?
So the point of those is that, like, you buy your food from it.
Hey there. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Mr. Tenpenny isn't taking calls. Hold on there.
I don't know how this is gonna play out. Is they gonna notice me killing him? Or I know... Oh, he's got a little toy car. I wonder if you could shoot that and it'll blow up, because I know it's like a smaller asset. Unless it didn't apply the explosive effect to those little to that car specifically, because it's pristine. There's only one other time we can see that in the game, and that's gonna be later when we do another quest, and you'll see what I mean. Hell.
Can I help you? Mr. Tenpenny isn't taking...
Well, they didn't know that I shot him. Or because of the sneak kill, or I don't know what, but I got him. Is this give the keys to Crowley. Museum of History, Museum of National Monument. Sit over there. Oh, fucking hell. For real. Shit. Oh god, we're getting murdered now. I wonder how long it's gonna take for those guys to like sort of die out there. The board scream of like the tired board screaming me going with a minigun. Yo, Peyton, what's up?
I'm playing a jailbreak game. It's surprisingly similar to Mass Effect, but it looks pretty nice actually. It looks nice.
You're coming in really low, Peyton. I can't hear you.
I'll tell you about it later.
Alright, so let's go talk to Mr. Crowley, give him the caps, and then we could pick up Sharon. Then we could pick up Sharon. Again, since we're here.
Assessing threat.
Come on, Al. Cut the ghoulies a break. If they've got the caps and we've got the space, it's a win-win, right? What do you
I regret that I cannot join you at this time. Come.
There's no one.
Hey, you. What's new?
No matter how bad it hurts. And now, some music.
Don't mess with us. We won't mess with you. Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
What have you heard?
So smooth and soft.
Where's Crowley? There he is.
Are they all dead yet? So the ghoul hater got what was... Here's your cat. Yes, yes, yes. Another bigot bites the... Well, better dead than a... Take your cat. Yes, yes. I'll just... Well, they may not all be dead, but I have the keys. I should have hired a better mercenary. Run along.
And unfortunately for Mr. Crowley, this whole shit was rigatoni from the start.
You return. Shall... I regret...
You're the only follower I have.
Hey, what's up?
Glitches, man. Glitches.
did me a great favor with those. It's a place for ghouls.
All right. Unfortunately for Mr. Crowley, the game was rigatoni from the start. But he'll get what's coming to him any moment now.
Yes?
Just gotta wait for our prey. Antiquing. This guy walks so slow. Come on, exit the door already.
Oh, we hardly ever get humans down here these days. Scrap metal's in short supply.
There he is.
Hello.
Hello. I like money. This double barrel shotgun is great. Dave's special key, Dukehouse special key, Stimpack, and Head Strayer special key. It's time we go and claim what we owe for this, the true prize that is for that. So we got both. We're gonna get both rewards. We get the money and that. So I just want to check my moral standing. So I'm just regular. I'm just good, a champion of justice. So. Oh god. Get out a automatic gun. For this, so we head back over to Fort Constantine. This is from memory. Like, if you don't know that you had to do this, you pretty much have to follow Crowley there, stealthily, or just get like lucky in trying to like guess where he's going. Honestly worth it, because then we could just use the sometimes doing this sort of thing is kind of worth like letting, because we can't exactly fight them off without taking some casualty to ourselves. So the robots take them down, and then we just sort of like, you know, take whatever they drop. Helps us in the long run. So, oh god, skeletons, brother skeleton. Almost forgot about the robot in here. Alright, so now the true treasure of this place is going to be revealed to us. So we got those launch codes before. Destroyer special key unlocks that door. Sentry bot. You know what, let's take it out with a an enemy of the US's weapon. In this game, at least. Alright, see. Wait, what am I saying? No. You know what I mean. China is bad, but let's take out one of the US-made robots with a weapon from them. Very fitting that we're infiltrating a bunker. We got like two Chinese-made guns. Shit. There we go. More ammo. Ooh. I'm surprised this guy didn't want to blow up. Of course it blows up after I'm walking away. Well, you know what? That's how badasses do it in the movies, so there we go. No need to worry about being cool with explosions anymore. It seems to automatically know when to do it for us. Big ass empty syringe, dirty water, Radex. What's in the locker? Ooh, a stim pack. Medicine. Let's see what's in here. Nothing. Oh shit. I got fucking wild side going through my head right now. Ooh. Taking over time, taking over time. Robot did fucking nothing. My Gotta hear the freaking propaganda radio station going on.
Hello, my beautiful America. This is President Eden, and it's time.
Probably in another room. Purified water. Ooh, okay. Sales items everywhere. Fucking someone made a radioactive shit. There you are. Nope.
Allow the most powerful nation on Earth to die. The answer is really quite simple.
Let's see here. Ammo.
Incompetence at the
Camo.
highest echelons of power. We put our trust, our faith in half-wits.
Well, someone's been put to bed forever. Alright. Whoever was in that bunk didn't get any bright ideas with that fucking belt. Let's gonna move on.
I will not make the mistakes of my youth.
That was easy. Oh shit. What's inside of this case? A full set of T-51B power armor. Charisma +1. Rad resistance, pretty good rad resistance. I think it's the only suit of power armor in the game that doesn't have a negative effect to your agility.
This great nation will be reformed.
Another robot down. We got this shit in the bag already. Man, look at all those bombs, very similar to the Megaton bomb. Continuing perimeter sweep, he's above us. I don't even know where that radio's coming from. That is how we deal with robots in my part of town. Pump him full of lead, take him down. Yeah, pretty much. Literally just a nuke plant. Disposal facility for bombs and everything like that. There we go. Hey, and another door. Alright, so there we go. The only building we didn't get to explore was the... Of course. The only building we didn't get to explore was that one main fort building over in the front area. Let's go check that out now, actually. Wait, all I need to do to get the unique set of armor from that is just go down in that little house and it leads you back up to the bomb storage area. Another robot. A lot of robots here, so just be wary of that shit. They're not extremely dangerous. That one I got at Old Only was huge, but immediately it hurts. Fuck. Where is it? Ladies' room, nothing. Bada boom. Ooh. Chinese spy amongst the, I guess the troopers here or something. I honestly kind of like that though, like the bathroom door that's open has nothing in it, but the one that's closed has like something hidden inside. It's clever. Tats. A lot of decent. I've never been in this building before neither, so I don't know. So, you know, always find something new every time. Because when I was a kid, once again, this was part of the map where I'm just like, I don't want to deal with anything here. I'm just gonna run into the shack, get the armor and leave. Because exploring this place wasn't like a detriment. Like, oh, I need my medical supplies, I need this, I need that, I don't want to waste them. Well, now it's like, fine. Shit. It's fine, and you know what? We're getting some decent loot and stuff for that too. Like it's worth, you know, the risk versus reward is actually pretty damn decent. Though we do waste a little more stim packs than we need to sometimes, or bullets, but fuck it. I chose the life of a machine gun wielder, so I gotta wield it. Ooh, Grognak. Gotta read my comic books in this wasteland. And plus you get like skill books and shit everywhere too, which is great. Capital Wasteland, nope. Cart of Cigs. Big ass chessboard. More nothing. A carton, well, carton of cigarettes is something. We got in a circle now, so let's see. Ooh, minigun guy. Thank you. Thank you. Of course. The robot always explodes after I shoot it. Blood pack. Let's see what else we got. We can go up. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's head up. And that is the reward for you gotta shoot him in the head. Ton of EXP, minigun, and ECL packs. ECP rounds and so then armor, ECP rounds, some more stim packs and caps and all that other good stuff. Even value 50 that moonshine. Ooh. Ooh. All right. Since we still have some time, let's head back over to the mall area. So these motherfuckers don't come back. Alright. So we can do let's do head of state now. Memorial. So we have to go in here. Yeah, no one cares I shot Crowley. Let's go talk to the lady who runs the general goods, because I need to buy a ton of shit. At 8 o'clock, the store will be open. There she is.
Morning. You're back.
Let's see what you got over here. Armor fails. No, I don't need the missile. Ooh, Gaga radio. Mama just killed a man. Put a gun against his head. Pulled my trigger. Now he's dead. Son of a bitch. It was one of those fake ones. Now that's actually pretty rare. There are two types of pre-war books. Ones that are real, ones that are fake. I was surprised that we got a fake one there. Have that. Buff out. Jet. Come on. Bounce. Come on. Bounce. Keep it hard. Cool. Hey, game crash. Woo. Right, let's go back. Let's go back in. I love it when the game crashes when we play Fallout 3. It's the best. Wow, you got the Tetris. Wow, you're the best. Woo, woo.
Can I help you, Smooth Skin? I've got just the thing for you.
Chair for sale. All right. I accidentally saw the wrong book. Take the fake junk one instead. Here's my pre-war money. Take all this buff out. Take all this jet.
Thanks.
Alright, so I think I gotta go talk to what's his name for repairs? Winthrop. There he is. Winthrop.
How's Underworld been treating you so far, Smooth Skin?
Can you repair my things? Okay, let's see what here. Nope. 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 Yes. Thank you. Let's go now. Alright.
Long time no see. What's going on over here?
10 pennies 10 penny. Crowley's body went flying. Alright. Yeah, I can hear you.
Are you still streaming?
It says I'm live on
It says you're down.
I know.